Good morning, Redeemer. This morning we're going to be in the book of Lamentations. I just think the Bible is so helpful in helping us understand not just God and who He is and what He says about Himself, which is the basis of all of life, but actually understanding what the Bible says about us. And the Bible is so helpful in helping us to shape our emotions and shape our thinking. And so we come to the book of the Bible called Lamentations, and you think, man, that's good news, a book all about lamenting. And yet it's incredibly good news, because the Bible teaches us that lamenting is sometimes completely appropriate, that to have faced some really difficult stuff or be facing some really difficult stuff and actually go through a period of grieving or lamenting is very helpful. And Lamentations 3 we'll start at verse 19. It's just this beautiful set of verses. It says this: I remember my affliction and my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I remember them. I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. Man, that's a sunny start. It's like, man, I'm remembering some very difficult stuff. I'm remembering stuff that actually makes my heart be sad. Maybe you've done stuff that you know you shouldn't have done. Maybe you've faced just circumstances where you've thought, man, I would never ever want to have faced those circumstances, but it happened, and as I remember them, my soul is downcast. And yet, what does it go on to say? Verse 21, yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. That this is so good that we remember what is ultimately true about God. I remember, therefore this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Verse 22, because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion. I will wait for Him. The Lord is good to those whose hope is in Him. The one who seeks Him, it is good to wait patiently for the salvation of the Lord. I love this. This is so wonderful, that in the midst of lamenting, in the midst of feeling downcast in our souls, actually God speaks to us and He reminds us, right, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. The guilt and condemnation Jesus paid for on the cross, it's washed away. I'm not consumed by it anymore. Because of the Lord's great love, I can be free from my sin. But because of the Lord's great love, I also know that in the midst of difficult circumstances, even circumstances that are no fault of my own, I can know, man, God's love is there for me. I don't need to be consumed by these circumstances, because God's love is there for me. That His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I just find when at moments of lamenting and grieving, we can lift our eyes up to Him and just go, wait a second, I'm not going to be stuck in this. I'm going to go through this, but I'm going to keep my eyes on Him. May these verses mean as much to you as they're beginning to mean to me, that these would be things that you'd cling to through all of life. Lamentations chapter 3, we read verses 19 to 26. Hey, God bless you today.